BNB, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, if we refer to our analysis, we mentioned that if we get any reversal, we can look for buy. And as you can see, the price broke this low already, because we mentioned if there is a down move, we have been looking for 236. And as we can see, exactly the price near drop to what we are expecting. And now we want to see whether this is a correction for one more drop or the price can reverse. Okay, and in this case, we start with daily chart. All right, based on daily chart, still we are within this correction. We will put in relative to this. We want to see whether we can get any trade set up for buy or not, but we need to know how deep this one can go. If there is a breakout of the 236, what's the level, next level? Okay, because this one we mentioned can turn to more complex correction. In this case, we move to forward chart. We want to see how we can trade based on forward chart. All right, as we mentioned in our analysis, we have been looking for this, and this is the correction in relative to what we have here. Okay, and as we can see in our analysis, we mentioned if the price dropped to this low, we have to look at the structure differently, because right now we're looking at this correction, internal correction with the first, and this is the last, and the price broke this low. Okay, and even if we're expecting the price to drop to 236, now we want to see whether we can get the reversal, because this is what we have. For sure, if we get any reversal, we will be more interested for buy, but we need to see, because since we have this sharp move, maybe we get a correction for one more drop. And also we need to know if the price break 236, what's the next level. The next level I'm looking for is 212. Okay, because the only times we can get this one if this one give us a more complex correction and the next one be a sharp move. All right, because if the price drop as a corrective, we don't expect the price to drop to this level, but we expecting to get a sharp move. All right, by the way, again with the breakout of 236, the next one is 212. But for me, if we can, I mean, right now, if we get any trade set up for buy, we will be more interested. We are not looking for sell. Okay, and but it doesn't mean we are not going to look for sell at all. Mostly for long term, we look for buy. We want to get the good opportunity. But any sell, if we get the proper trade set up, we see how this is that. But we consider it as a short term. That means as long as we get into the profit, we start to manage it. And if I put this one in relative to this, and if we refer to indicators, MACD, we see whether we have a divergence. Actually, we don't need to rely on that. We have it, but maybe after a few hours disappear. And if I refer to this one, yeah, we have a divergence. Okay, this is based on forward chart, but right now based on forward chart, we don't have any trade setup either for sale. I mean, because for sale, we need to get the correction. Even for buy, we need to see the reversal. We don't have it. And if I move to 1 hour chart, all right, based on 1 hour chart, if I consider this one in relative to this, we have nothing to rely on that. And overall, if we put this one in relative to what we have here, I think we have now we don't have much information. All right, right now based on 1 hour chart, I mean, what we have here, we don't have any trade setup either for buy or for sell. Okay, because if we need to look for sell, we prefer to get more complex correction before we get the next move down, because we want to see whether the price can break this one or not. Okay, and even if we want to look for buy, we need to get the reversal, but right now we have none of them. And mostly for me, as I mentioned, I will prefer to look for the reversal. I'm not looking for sell. Okay, I want to see whether I can get any buy setup or not. And from what we have here based on 15-minute, still we can expect one more drop. If the price couldn't retest this low, we can expect the price to give one move up. Then from there, may this one turn to a flat for one more drop. If the price doesn't move sharply, but if the price move drop or not reverse sharply, we can look for buy. But right now, can we put this one in relative to this for buy? I don't think so. It's not a really good idea. For me to look for buy, we need to get the proper trade setup. If I want to look for this as a in relative to this as a buy setup, the only way is to have entry both this, but this one is like this kind of the trade is really risky trade, is a very aggressive way, but it depends on the traders. For me, if I see any opportunity, I will look, because for me, if I get one more drop, may I put my entry above this. But I need what I want the break tag and continue. But if the price tag I see is not moving, well within one or two candlestick, I will take out the trade. This is not a trade setup. This is sometimes we have pointed on our charts based on lower time frame. Okay, because whatever trade setup we're looking for is based on 1 hour chart. And if one thing I need to highlight, if we put this one in relative to any of this, based on MACD, we have nothings, but the another one, we have a divergence. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup. As I mentioned, the only thing is if it gives one more drop, the price couldn't tag this low. May having entry above this can be an option, but it's very risky. And when if we move to now we are based on 1 hour chart. Okay, based on 1 hour chart, we don't have any trade setup. If we want to look for sell, at least we need to get one move up. This one tend to more complex for one more drop. And even if you want to look for buy, we prefer to get a sharp move with a flag. And what we have here is not a sharp move. And this correction, the only way if anyone wants to trade this, we trade based on 15 minutes right now, because just now I mentioned, okay? Anyway, we just follow the chart, and what we're more interested in the reversal, and still we can expect this one to give us one more drop. But if anyone wants to look for sell, they should know this is a short-term sell. But overall, we don't have the proper trade setup, which in this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.